Hey y'all, so before I get this video started, let me give a quick shout out. These were the first 3 comments in my last video. If you want to be featured in my next video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and come show me some love when I drop a new video. What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, it's time for me to do my first paycheck to paycheck budget for my November monthly budget. If you guys missed the video where I did the full breakdown of my November monthly budget, that was the last video. That will be linked up in the eye in the sky. So with this particular budget, I did earn about $260 more than what I typically earn on a bi-weekly basis. And that is because this budget actually included 63 hours during that 2-week time span versus the typical 50 hours in a 2-week time span that I usually work. Now, I did tell you guys recently that I am deciding to add a med pass, a 4-hour med pass every week to my weekly schedule. So that would mean that my weekly hours would be increased from 25 hours to 29. But with this particular paycheck, I still had more than the 58 hours that I would normally have. And that's because I had to take a CPR class, and then I had to take our crisis response class at the psych facility that I work at. If you're new to my channel, I do work part-time as a nurse at a low-paying psych facility, and I do live at home with my mother and sister by choice. So this budget is going to be short, sweet, and to the point because the only expenses that I really have coming out is taking out my rent and then also my budgeted expenses. But you guys will be able to see that I can save money. Again, I don't have to live like a broke girl like I did last month. So you guys will see how I will be allocating a portion of my check towards savings. So without further ado, let's go ahead and flip the camera and get straight into the budget. All right, so this page right here is the paycheck to paycheck overview that I did in the November monthly budget. If you missed that, that was the last video. It'll be linked up in the eye in the sky at some point during the video. But as you guys can see right here, this is going to be a paycheck where practically nothing comes out. So I will be putting half of my rent off to the side so that I can go ahead and pay pay my rent on December 1st. And then I do have half of my variable expenses or my budgeted expenses for $566.50. I did make at least $1167.38. So I'll go ahead and check that off there. And go ahead and flip here. So my job actually just recently got us connected with the ADP mobile app, actually just the ADP system altogether. Like before, I literally had no idea what my gross income was, how much taxes was taken out or of my checks and everything, but now I do. So I'll be able to actually show you guys what my paycheck was. And if you are new here, this is a planner that I created myself. And then also I told you guys in my last couple of videos, I needed to get some more black pens. I did get the Parkour gel roller pens and I got the 12-pack. I think it was like $4.99 on Amazon. And so far I actually like it. Okay, so here is my paycheck stub here. So my income was $1435.79. So this budget is going to go from November 4th through, what is it, the 17th? Yeah, through November 17th. And thankfully I can start saving money again. So a lot of this check is actually going to go towards savings, which is a good thing. Because you guys remember last month I had to live like a broke girl. And even though my checks were $650 short last month, I was able to save quite a bit of money. If you didn't see my community post, I did put on there how much I was able to save, but you guys will see that in an upcoming video. Okay, so first we have the fixed expenses. We have due date. These pens are very smooth. They honestly feel just like the multicolor pack that I use. Feels pretty much the exact same. All right. So again, the only fixed expense I have is rent. And I'm gonna send that over today because I don't think I sent it yet. So today is 11/5. Sometimes I do transfer all my like money for savings and everything, like even before I do the videos, but I didn't do that just yet. So I went ahead and put unbudgeted just in case, but I'm pretty sure I looked in the front of my planner ahead of time before I did the budget. Yeah, so I shouldn't have any unbudgeted expenses this month. All right, so totals, we got 150. And brown pen, purple one. Okay, so remaining $1435.79 minus the 150. It's gonna give me $1285.79. All right, next we have the variable expenses. All right, and then again, that's only my budgeted expenses. You know what? I think I did actually send my money off to savings already. I'm almost certain. There's no due date for that. That's going to be $566.50. Then I'm just going to go ahead and do unbudgeted just in case. Totals. We got the $566.50. Remaining is going to be $719.29. And now let's do savings, and this is where the bulk of the video is going to be because I have to split money up and do some calculations and stuff. So date sent, I'm pretty sure I sent it already because I think I remember taking pictures to be able to insert into the video. Nope, I'm lying. That was for something else. All right. So, oh wait, I didn't even finish this line. Amount plus or minus. Okay, so the first place I like to put things is my miscellaneous / investment sinking fund. I'm gonna be sending that today. Then we have the car sinking fund, the travel sinking fund, and then I'm just gonna put unbudgeted. Then I'm gonna do totals, and the remaining will end up being positive. And then before I do the calculations and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my reconciliation at the bottom, and then we'll figure out what the savings is gonna be. 5, 6, 7, 8. Projected, actual. So we got beginning balance plus the income. And this is basically where I kind of reconcile my checking account, because I do have everything for the like 99%, maybe 98% of my expenses do come out of my credit card because I use that for points, but I do still have to reconcile my accounts back and forth. Okay, so to figure out the savings portion, grab a piece of paper and let's go here. So $1435.79. And my percentages this month, I think, is 60-40. Yeah. My fixed expense amount is $557.25. Okay, so basically, if you're new here, I have my own budgeting method, and basically I don't start putting money off to savings and then extra debt payments. If I was still in debt, I've been debt free for, it'll be 2.5 years this month. But basically I don't start allocating money to keep in my checking account for my variable expenses and then to put money into savings until I've accounted for the fact that I've made enough money to cover my fixed expenses first. Fixed expenses are most important to me. I could figure out how to eat. So my total income so far is $1435.79. I have to keep $557.25 in my checking account off the bat to cover my fixed expenses. So what I split up is the net income. And so since this particular paycheck, I'm already allocating, that means that from now on, every single penny that I earn will be split off 60-40. I won't have to like separate some money off first. It just automatically, everything gets accounted for and allocated. So the net income is going to be $878.54. And from here, I'm going to keep 60% in my checking to cover my variable expenses. And then the other 40% is going to go to savings. And then I'm going to end up splitting this off. What did I end up doing? I think I did 70, 15, 15. And I did go ahead and change those numbers because I forgot to split it in half. All right, so we got 70, 15, 15, car, travel. Okay. So 60% of my net income is going to be $527.12. Are you hungry, Kiers? Clearly. All right, and then what I have left over for savings is going to be $351.42. I like to split my savings amount between pretty much 3 different sinking funds. That's my miscellaneous / investment sinking fund, my car sinking fund, and then travel. So 70% of this is going to be, I'm basically just going to do 246 because I need what's remaining to be split in half. Excuse me. And if I do 99, it's going to be an odd number. So 351.42 minus the 246 is going to give me 105.42. And then I'm just going to split that in half because I put the even amount or equal amount between these two accounts. So that's going to be 52.71 and 52.71. So I'm just going to really quickly add everything up because that should give me the total amount of my check. So the savings allocation plus the checking plus what I had to keep off on the side or to the side for my fixed expenses, and that gives me my check amount. So everything that's going to stay in checking is going to be these two amounts right here. So $557.25 plus $527.12. So for this check, and even though it's more than 60% of the check, once I can start allocating, I just put whatever my percentages are for the month. So we got $1,084.37. And then savings is going to be $351.42. And sometimes I'll just go ahead and write in how I split it off. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I do. So I'm gonna do it this time. All right, Now I'm gonna go back to my budget page and we're gonna go ahead and write these in. So we got 246, 5271, and 5271. The total again is 351.42. So we had 719.29 remaining at first. Take away the 351.42. That's gonna leave me with 367.87. Now let's set up the reconciliation at the bottom and then I'll be done. So as far as my beginning balance, I start every budget off with $4,000 in my checking account unless I have months where like I'm not working or something and it starts dipping below that, but that doesn't happen very often. So then the income is going to be $1435.79. That's going to give me a total beginning balance of $5435.79. For fixed expenses, it's $150. Variable is $566.50. And then savings, $351.42. So if I spend every single dollar of my variable expenses, and I know I'm putting that $150 off to the side for my rent, then what my ending balance on my account should be, because even though I do all of my expenses on my credit card, I do pay my credit card off the day before I get paid again. So I basically just make the credit card payment twice a month, essentially. So my ending balance should be $4719.29. That's not right. What did I do? Oh, nope. I forgot to subtract this amount. This is why I don't use permanent very often and I hate whiteout. So, all right, so 4367.87. That sounds more like it. And the way that I should have known and not even wrote that other part in anyway is because you basically take the beginning amount or beginning balance and then you add or subtract whatever's remaining here, and that would end up being $4367.87. So that is my first paycheck to paycheck budget for my November budget. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, but other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.